Hello everybody, I'm Matthew, also known as SamuraiHex, and welcome back to another episode of Tactical Masterclass with our Tactical Masterclass nitwit. He's not a Tactical Masterclass, he's quite hopeless. But yeah, unfortunately this will be the third and final season of Tactical Masterclass, because with the recent announcements for FM24, I've decided to do an extra series, and this extra series could possibly go into FM24, depending on how long it takes with the whole cross compatibility with previous FM versions. So I've decided to just finish this at third season, and that'll be that. But if you have enjoyed the series, why didn't you like the video and like all the rest of the videos on the series, as well as subscribing to the channel if you are one of those people that are new. Hit the bell for mobile notifications and desktop notifications and all that stuff, as well as commenting, because it helps with the algorithm, and yeah, it helps my channel out immensely. So I thank you very much for everyone who's liked the videos on my channel, who's subscribed, who's hit the mobile notifications and all that stuff, and who's even commented even if they haven't subscribed. So thank you for all that. But yeah, we're in the third season of Tactical Masterclass with good old Nitwit and the North Korean Dunderhead, as I like to say. As you can see, he's played 95 games, only won 2, got a minus 769 goal difference. Yeah, if you're wondering, and you're wondering why I haven't been sacked yet, it's because I've used in-game editor to become unsackable, and I've just used really bad tactics, and we kind of recently just got Arsenal relegated from the Championship. So we're doing life in League 1. We're exactly where we left off, and I'll skip ahead now and see what happens for the next little bit we can show. Right, here we are, 3rd of July, and the season has already began, and yeah, we are expected to reach bottom. 24th, with a 500 to 1 goal difference with Arsenal. If you're wondering why, it's because I released a load of players that were too good, and the contracts were running up, so I just let them go. Because Nitwit's a Spurs fan, is trying to ruin Arsenal. No one's caught up on Twitter just yet, but it might happen soon. But seeing as it is 3rd of July, we've had some happenings in the transfer market. So towards the end of the season, we let a couple of players go, such as Phil Jones, who's went to El Batin, or I think UAE? No, Saudi Arabia. So Phil Jones has gone to Saudi Arabia. Very, very interesting. We also got Josh Nichols, he's gone on a free to Bromley. Rio Shipston, a youngster's gone to Brentford for 900k via to 1.1 million. Will Dixon's gone to Southampton on the cheap. Charles Segot has also gone for 350k to Nottingham Forest, and Will Jenkins-Davis, another youngster, has gone on a free, not on a free, on transfer to Bournemouth for 1.2 rising to 1.4. In terms of the player that so far, we've only signed one player at the end of last season. That was this guy, Tommaso Capelli, good player. And then in terms of all players that have joined, we've got Josh Odell Pator, just youngsters. We can't afford many players, mainly because, well, on a wage budget of £76,900, and we're currently spending £219,000 over it. I think, now I didn't realise until the last game, the last of the final game of the season and of the series, but I didn't realise until then that I'm overspending so much because of selling team wage contributions. And so we sold a lot of players in the first few seasons who were on a ridiculous amount of money. We've had to pay like 20,000 or 30,000 of their wages to a team who they joined, and that's why we're over. Yeah. But yeah, he's joined on £275. We also joined, Owen Farmer's also joined, £250, and Archer Harris has also joined on £250. And then people have left. We had a loanee going like Jeff Pendleton, he's gone on loan to Enfield. Shay Charles has gone on a free to Brighton. Kieran Tierney also left to Leeds on for £6 million. Leon King went to Motherwell on a free. Takehiro Tomiyasu has left to Crystal Palace. Carlton De Go left on loan. Nathan Butler-Oyeji went on a free to Plateau in, I think, Nigeria or South Africa or something. Michael Keane's also gone on a free to Sheffield United. Kid Churchley's gone on a free to Middlesbrough. Alexi Rogers Bedoroshenko has gone on a free to Coventry. Moose Conte's gone on a free to Aston Villa. He was a regen, or a new gen. But Nelson's also left to Nottingham Forest. Nicolas Moller's left to Dunkirk. Fabio Vieira left to Chelsea on a free. Butan Kong, who I wanted to keep but because his contract was expired and I'm not upgrading the contracts, I let him go on a free to Luton. I like him because he's a Vietnamese player and he's also already an international for Vietnam, and so I really wanted to play him, but okay. It's my rules. I couldn't give him a contract no matter how much I wanted to give him on. Carl Jacob Hyde's also gone on free this time to Nice. Luis Larena has gone on a free to Norwich. Omari Benjamin's gone on a free to Blackpool. Jack Henry Francis has gone on a free to Shaw. Samuel Vignato's gone on a free to Lyon. Cooper Small's gone on a free to West Brom. João Pedro went on a free to Aston Villa. Javier Araujo's gone on a free to Leicester. Salah Oulad-Mahan's gone on a free to Nantes. Lewis Brown's gone on a free to Cartagena. And Bradley Ibrahim was signed by Nottingham Forest. In terms of release players, there's quite a lot. A few people did retire, like Ashley Young and Jay Rodriguez, but most of them have left on a free. Whether they get new clubs, I have no idea. Let's skip ahead, shall we? And here we are. 4th of September, the transfer window has ended. We've started up the game. You might have noticed something. We kind of went into administration again. I was not planning this at all. Like, first season, of course, just play naturally while trying to ruin the club if you can. Second, I did add a £500 million loan that got us into administration and championship. And then League One, I thought I'd just go natural and see how we can do with a really bad tactical game. But for some reason, we went into administration again. Now you're wondering, why are we £525 million in debt? Well, we're spending what must be $1 million or $2 on staff a week, or something like that, as well as about $1 million a month on players' wages and stuff. And my contract's gone up again. Like, I set it up to 900,000 at the start of the Premier League season 2 seasons ago, and I already had a wage rise and a promotion wage rise. Well, I added the promotion wage rise, I assume. I don't know, I forgot. But yeah, yearly wage rise 25%. So it's gone from 900,000 to 1.2 million, or 1.1.5 or something to the second season. And then the third season it's gone to 1.4 million. So we're spending 1.4 million a week on Nitwit. We've already got, I don't know, I think I already said this last season or last episode, but we've already got the achievement where you get over 100 million in career earnings because of that. Or was it a billion or something? It's a billion, or like quite a lot of money in career earnings, and you normally hardly anyone gets that. And we've got it because I kind of gave myself a load of money. Yeah, for the manager, not the team. But yeah, Arsenal are in administration. Again, second season in a row. 24th place. 4 games lost. We've already been marked minus 41 goal difference. So let's go into the games. Yeah. We lost all the friendlies against some easy teams like Oxford and Slough. Then we lost Shrewsbury away in the first game of the season. We then lost Cardiff in the FA Cup first round. Lost Cambridge at home, lost Preston away, and lost to Morecambe at home. And then finally lost to Tottenham under-21s in the EFL Trophy, all heavily. Transfers. Some more have come in, so I think since last time we were with the Bradley Ibrahim deals. Taylor Foreign's gone to Sheffield United. Mock Edwards, New Gen's gone to West Brom. Isaac Nazir has also gone another New Gen to Burnley. And John Updale Batur's got a loan to Hitchin Town. In terms of more transfers, we signed a goalkeeper because we desperately needed one. I don't think we had one at all. And he is Sam Sargent. I think he's recommended to be a National League North player. And he's 2.5 star at National League North-South level. So it goes to show you how bad Arsenal found themselves in. Yeah. We also got James Plant, who is... Yep, he's a good player. Technically National League North-South for the League 1 side is not decent. But, yeah. Kai Johnston and other players come on the cheap. John Dixon's another player who's come on the cheap. James Carr and other players come on the cheap. And Joseph Brackley, another young player who has come on the cheap. And here we are, the 30th of August. We have played 14 games now, and we've still got minus 12 goal points. Goal difference are minus 140. The games have happened since last time. A heavy defeat to Rotherham, a heavy defeat to Wickham, a heavy defeat to Bristol Rovers, 20-0, quite bad. Heavy defeat to Wigan, even though someone scored 3 goals. Heavy defeat to Bolton, heavy defeat to Walsall in the EFL Trophy. A heavy defeat to Ipswich, a heavy defeat to Crewe, a heavy defeat to Burton, a heavy defeat to Portsmouth, and a heavy defeat to Plymouth. Heavy defeats all around. It is the 30th of December 2024, and the Arsenal fans are finally letting on that Nitwit might in fact be a Tottenham fan and working for the North Korean head office, the government. A crackpot. A big team of Arsenal fans are searching whether this is actually true. The findings will come out in May time. And that takes us to, well, I think it was at the end of the Plymouth game. We lost, well, I think it was Burn actually, or was it? Well, we lost to Portsmouth, we lost to Plymouth, heavily to Oxford, heavily to Salford, heavily to Gillingham in the FA Cup first round, trophy, the FL Trophy's final game, we lost heavily to Sutton United, lost to Lincoln, lost to Grimsby, lost to MK Dons, lost to Port Vale, lost to Charlton, lost to Forest Green, lost to Fleetwood, lost to Port Vale, lost to Bolton, and lost to Ipswich. And that takes us in the table 24th place, 26 games, 0 wins, 0 draws, 26 losses, minus 250 goal difference. Yeah. But, in the good news, we're out of administration. and owed 32 million in debt. But I've just realised I've not yet to even show you the tactic. What sort of person am I yet to show you the blooming tactic we're trying out? So yeah, this was the first tactic from the first season that got us relegated from the Premier League with a good team. And this is the second tactic that got us relegated to the League One from the Championship, which was a very draw specialised and I have little heavy losses tactic. And then the third tactic is this one. So it's balanced. We've got play at defence, play through the middle, underlap. We've got hit early crosses, play for set pieces, standard. Spiritual playmaker, take short kicks, much lower, high price. So bad tactic all around. In terms of the roles, we've got 2 inverted wingers on attack on the right wing and left wing, 2 wide midfielders on support. I don't know why that one. Actually, that one should be automatic. I probably never changed it the entire time. That's bad. 2 centre midfielders on automatic, 2 wing backs on automatic, and 2 full backs on automatic, and a sweeper keeper on defence. That's the tactic. That's really bad. And if you want to download that tactic and all the other tactics, check out the description below and the other videos for the description below. You can check out my profile on Steam and you'll see them on the FM23 FM23 content for workshop, so you can check them all out that way. Transfer window has recently ended and Arsenal hate everything. Why? Because it wasn't even February, it was still in January, and was like fact near the start of January, and Arsenal have already been relegated from League 1, or we're playing League 2 football next year. Yeah, that is pretty bad. Pretty bad. But we've also had the transfer window. A few things happened, so let's look into that. First off, we actually sold Real Walters to West Ham for 1.8, rising 3.4 million. We also sold Tommaso Capelli to York for 15k. He just signed as well at the start of the season. Joel Booth also left on loan to Morpeth, and George Taylor, is left on a cheap deal to Nottingham Forest. Here's a player that I've joined. We signed Lewis Elsom, backup goalkeeper. Dominic Larkin also joined from Tiverton. Luke Thomas joined on loan from Leeds. You can tell that's the direct football signing because it's a decent deal. Real Walters then rejoined us on loan from West Ham in terms of how the sale worked. Lewis Story also joined on 1.6k from Carlisle, so he joined us. Joel Booth also joined us, and like I said, he's gone immediately on loan to Morpeth. And then we also George Hammond Taylor joined after we sold him to Nottingham Forest. Canifar's also joined us on loan from QPR, that's direct football. Dylan Berry, another direct football signing off loan from Norwich, comes to join us. And Callum Scanlon, on loan from Bournemouth, comes to join us as well, direct football as well. In terms of the January games, as well as one game in February, we lost heavily to Burn, lost heavily to Crewe, I think that was when we got relegated, lost heavily to Plymouth, lost heavily to Portsmouth, lost heavily to Rotherham, and lost heavily to Wickham. Yay! Let's see what happens next. This is the 5th of April, and we are losing again. It's to be expected though. So since last time, we lost to Bristol Rovers heavily, Wigan heavily, Oxford heavily, Salford quite realistically, like, to be honest, not that bad. 3-0 loss to Salford, that's not bad. Not heavily. It's heavily, but not heavily. Like, it's been heavily. All the heavilies were heavily. Lincoln, also respectable loss, I'd reckon. Grimsby, we lost heavily. Cambridge, heavily. Shrewsbury, not that bad, actually. Morecambe and Preston were bad, though. And yeah, that's what's happened in that little bit. So let's skip ahead to the end of the season and see what happens. And there we are, the final part of this episode, the final part of the experiment, you could say, that was Tactical Masterclass, trying out 3 worst tactics ever created by yours truly. So in terms of what happened since last time, we literally lost to Charlton, Forest Green, MK Dons and Fleetwood. Charlton, quite respectable loss, to be fair. I don't know why we're getting quite respectable losses towards the end of the season, it's weird. But yeah, in terms of Sky Bet League 1, the things that happened, Oxford got promoted, MK Dons got promoted, Fleetwood got promoted, and the ones that got relegated were Arsenal, Grimsby, Morecambe, and of all teams, Portsmouth. Now, funny thing about Portsmouth, you might remember from episode 1, episode 2, when I did that song, I said that Nottingham Forest got relegated. Well, in this alternative universe, Steve Cooper was out of a job for a couple of years and joined Portsmouth and then got relegated. So not good by Steve Cooper. And yeah, now it's Darren Moore. But yeah, Portsmouth are a League 2 side again. Not good at all for them, considering they were top off finishers for many years. Yeah, that's the end of this series, and yeah, I'm going to be doing a little extra episode for next time, which will be like 20 years in the future. So we'll probably go 1 year in the future, and then 5, then 10. Eventually get into 20 years in the future, and just to see what happens for Arsenal and stuff. And I was in the general world with Arsenal being a really bad League 2 side. Will it get worse for Arsenal? Will they go into the non-league? Will they get relegated out to the playable league? Who knows? We'll have to see in the next episode, which of course will be 20 years in the future. So yeah, I've been Matthew, also SamuraiHex. If you are a Tottenham fan and you've somehow enjoyed this, please give it a like. It does help the channel out immensely. If you are new, you can subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for mobile notifications, desktop notifications, as well as commenting any sort of comment, and because that helps the channel with the whole algorithm nonsense that is YouTube, and it's like almost pay to win with how you get lucky with YouTube. It's like, I don't know, it's a strange how you get people who are, not saying I am, but people who are good YouTubers who are like little subscribers, and the ones who are good YouTubers, big YouTubers, aren't as good, if you know what I mean. I'm not saying anyone in particular, but yeah, I know some YouTubers that I watch that are very low in views and subscribers, and yet they make the best content. So yeah, if you want me to be one of those really high YouTubers that probably don't deserve it, subscribe to the channel and all that stuff. But yeah, if you want to know what happens to Nitwet towards the end of when his contract runs up, he has to run away into the night to escape an angry mob of Arsenal fans who found his home. He flees to good old North Korea and lives the rest of his life in North Korea. That's what happens to Nitwet. And could it happen to you? Probably not. I don't know why I even said that. But yeah, I'll just quit it. I've been Matthew, also known as SamuraiHex. I'll see you all next time. Bye everybody.